Okay. Do not take this cat home. Apparently, there's a disclaimer. It says not for suitable for children or those that are easily disturbed. So if you're a child or you're easily disturbed, you probably shouldn't watch this. You find a cat on your day off. From there, you decide what happens next, or do you? Content trigger warning. Spoilers. Whoa. This can't be okay. You're not having a great day, as usual. Okay. Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. Figures. Typical. Oh, but maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Okay. Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow, right? You turn to head home when... Kitty cat. Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on this street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sounds to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Kitty cat. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box. Hey, a little kitty. Huh? Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Okay. So cute. And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before, but if they're all like this one, it's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. I mean, I got 4 cats at the house, and then we just had one that's had 4 kittens. I get it. You don't think you'd you don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days? Anyway, wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? Yeah, that's true. The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. I mean, I'll take the cat home. You know what? You reach to the box and pick up the cat, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone and well. I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so you bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stay together, right? At least for a little while. Oh. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible, take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. You living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out a can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. You had cat food in the house already? It perks up at you, beckoning, and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food. and completely ignores it. Okay. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your leg with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen and you start on your own dinner. You decide that you've had enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted. Mayo and mustard spread. Turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Tomato slice. Ow! You winced as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing a knife into the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up on the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Heh. Don't worry, I'm alright. It's just an... You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an orny cat would do. Right? Oh. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside, not after all your efforts. You're going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. Bro, it's going to eat me in my sleep. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up, while trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried about the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. I'll kick it out. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Oh, crap. Yo, whoa. Oh, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. That's what I just said, bro. Maybe a vet will have an idea how to calm it down. You can only hope, but no many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. Yes, most definitely. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and the lights just went out? It's a... No, dude. Don't do me like that, kitty. Great. Just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find out it's out of batteries. Bro, it's 2026. Ain't nobody leaving their cell phone dead. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. Okay. You ain't got a power bank? The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grabbed a flashlight, turned it on. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. Whoa. The cat sits on top of your digital clock, staring at you. Help. Kill. What? Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you don't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. Oh, crap. I just looked at its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, his pupils are large, round, inky. The flashlight flickers. Nah. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of your blood in your heart is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happened. That order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. But you're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clear as if it had whispered, "Let's play." Yo, whoa. Right into your ear. I mean, it just did. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could even, if you did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together underneath you, and in haste you fall to the ground. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tile after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. The knife. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside, the light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably open door screech to a halt. As your brain finally identifies the metal object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife, and it's still tinted red from the earlier blunder. But that's not right. Wasn't it completely lit clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up in your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. Oh, when you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes, coming forward as the cat emerges from the shadow into light from your doorway. Its pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping into light, and bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah, your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breath, discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness of your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood? You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if you're considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the roads, even you, everything except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in the wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by the long shadow of something behind you. Yo. Even then, you don't stop running because it's the cat right there ahead of you. Then, what in the world is behind you? If I keep running, it's gonna get me. I might as well see what it is. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0, it begins. What happens if I don't pick up the cat? Let's find out. What? This is different. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibility of where this could go and what you could do, maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guides your step. You follow the sound to an entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Okay, it's the same thing. Yep. You look so familiar, right? And again, it is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie, though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting close like the other stray cats have in the past. It's just sitting there patiently, waiting for you to do something. I mean, I'll do it one more time. Well, why not? Right? Okay. Oh, you barely reach out your arms before the cat eagerly leaps into them and climbs up onto your shoulders. It butts its head into your temple, nuzzling against it. You can't help but smile at the cat's enthusiasm. Let's get you out of here, yeah? On the way home, you briefly consider getting cat food. But that would be a waste of time. You shrug at the odd feeling and move on. Nah, dude. You live in a modest apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. You living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being. Even if it's just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you wait for it to walk away and explore the new environment. But it simply sits and looks up at you. This is going to be the same thing. It's got to be. Oh no. It can still kill me. I'm gonna watch a movie. You're not tired enough to nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any of your chores. Whoops. So you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Oh. The cat's already napping in it. You frown a little in thought. Your couch isn't at best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. That's fair. Optimal viewing pleasure is important. The only option you have left are to sit on the floor, or move the cat and reclaim your throne. I mean, yeah, no, you square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clearly upset with you when you try to pet it as an apology. It dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair. It's some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Do the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? What was that? Was that the bathroom? The cat must have gotten into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Whoa! The cat dashes between your legs from the hall, fleeing the scene only to makes you look guiltier, you know. You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in the medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh, at least none of them look broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. Click. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or... Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. The lights. Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your receipts for situations like these. Guilty. You doubt you will ever get your money back. You stand up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open your medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. You close the cabinet door. You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back up at the mirror of medicine cabinet door to see nothing. Nothing? What the... Something was... You know you saw something just now. You know you did, right? I definitely saw something. You rush out the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You enter the hall and... No. No. You shield yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing again. You peek through your fingers and see... just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room, trying not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should have something a little more lighthearted, or just lie down instead. You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair. But... Oh. It's nothing. Nothing at all. The cat, just sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. Okay. Crap. But it's enough. Your heart lurched so harshly out of the mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Real subtle. Okay, that's enough of that. How many endings? There's 40 endings. Okay, so this is going to be something that's going to be a multiple episode series. I mean, it's good. This is good. Wow. This is a great game. Credits to these guys, though. This is a great game so far. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.